Okay, I'm back. So, I don't know what just happened there. It just shut down, but it let me resume, so that's cool. I'm learning about this. Look at this amazing background. Can you see it? Oh, it's like the sun. Anyways, first time live streaming. Pretty exciting to see what this is all about. It's cool that you guys get to be in. It doesn't let me be the other way. Nope. Yep. That has to be landscape. Okay, so the intention. I feel like I need to be that obnoxious person with a selfie stick because I can't hold the phone like this. So the intention of coming on here was to share a bit about this thing I always talk about doing called state training. I'm always posting about it, and as you can see, I say I come out and kind of yell in the desert. Well, that's exactly what I do. However, this desert isn't as far out as I could go in Vegas. I'm right by a park. So if you hear crazy tires peeling out, children screaming and stuff, it's the park. Anyways, so about this state training, to share what it is. I can't take credit for the creation of it or even the presence of it in my life, as Petty definitely was the one who taught me about this, brought this to my awareness, and showed me kind of the ropes. I've created it my own, sorry, that's distracting, over the time of practicing, as I'm sure everyone who would do this would create their own practice in time. But essentially, let's start. Okay, woo! My mind is everywhere. And okay, presence here. So essentially, state training, let's go to the basics. What is state? State is your state of mind, how you show up or perceive things, because the way your state of mind is will predict, and that's exactly the reality you will live in. So when you choose the state of mind to show up in, or how you will perceive things, you are consciously choosing the reality you're going to live in. And state training is basically the practice of training your mind to show up in that state, or just live in that state constantly by practicing it. Okay, let me regain where I was at. It's funny because I totally talked about this to myself and it was much easier, and now all of a sudden it's like a camera's on and you're like, ugh. So that's where I'm going through right now. But let's see. So we have these different roles that we show. I think this is so different than Instagram too, so it's tripping me out. Instagram Live versus this is like way different. So we have these different roles that are our essence that we show up to with in life. And each one shows up for different reasons or different pieces of our life. Now, a lot of us, because of conditioning, fears, limitations, things that have happened in our lives, these roles carry that with it, like a fear or a limitation, stuff like that. Now, what you do in state training, at least what Petty had led me to do, is I was lucky enough, to be led through my closed eye meditation with him first, which if you live in Vegas, he's an amazing life coach, and we'll actually be doing a meetup to take people through state training, because for each person it's different. So if you're in Vegas, I'll share that on my Instagram, don't miss out. But essentially, I went through and connected with my core roles, who I would be in life, showing up as my best self, without fears, without limitations, without all the conditioning, that I've gained in life. And then essentially, I connect to these roles and I create affirmations or incantations for each one. And I'll give you an example. One of them, Avery, the one that you all know, the one I show up on social media or here and different things like that. She is my leader, so you create the energy and incantations, who she would be. So for her, she is, I am Avery. I am a leader. I am grace, and I am presence. And those are her incantations. And then I bring my physiology into the actions. So I would incant and I'd move my body as big motions and really bring energy and emotion towards whatever that, ooh, that's pretty light, that incantation or affirmation is. And the more you can drive it in with an emotion, the more your body will remember that and go back to that place. So it's about bringing a lot of emotion and physiology to it. There's a science behind that. And so, I mean, like when Petty would be leading me type things, a lot of times I would come up with those affirmations, and then he'd have me say it, oh, we'll say it goofy now, and you say it with like a funny attitude, or move my body funny, something like that, because I am now attaching different emotions to this similar state, so you can kind of just really drive it in there. I don't know if any of this is making sense right now, as I don't know if you can even comment. I see nothing. Some of this is making sense to some of you at least. But basically, that's the gist of it. State training is the state of mind you're choosing to show up in life with. So it's just actually going out with intention and taking action so that you're training your mind to show up in these ways, rather than just living reactive to the conditions around you and how your mind chooses to show up. Because personally, on the note of keeping it real, which is where I'm at, I've personally not been showing up as my best when I'm just letting my mind be in control. Being a little whiny baby about everything, and that's why it's so important to come out and train yourself of like how you want to show up, the states you want to be in, because I can't live life being a whiny baby. So I come out here and I practice my incantations and just really put myself in the state of mind of how I want to show up, who I am at my core, my essence. You know, if I'm living my best life, being the best person I can be, who I would be, and then really embodying it and just spending time out here. You know, I scream, I let it out. Sometimes today, there's a lot of yelling today, there's a lot of frustration. So I guess that's the gist of it. We'll see how this live thing works. If you guys, one can hear me over the wind, it's pretty windy. And if there's, I don't know, if any of you guys saw this, it's kind of cool how it's like landscape. Feels like I'm really doing something. Yeah, I'll also be dropping a YouTube video tonight, and I think the theme of that one's gonna be like keeping it real and kind of letting you guys get to know me, because I feel like oftentimes I'm here on social media, I share pictures, thoughts, lessons I'm going through, and I guess I don't really see or perceive how I truly come across to you guys. Like, what's the reality of who is Avery to you guys? Who's this person that you all perceive me as versus the life I really live, and who I am, where I've been, what I've come through. Because that's, you know, I think that's why I've learned the importance of state. Was prior to this last year, I lived a lot of my life reactive, and I wasn't consciously choosing to show up, so I was kind of like floating around. And you know, something I'm going to touch on is a lot about all of us comparing lives on social media or different things like that, and truly how it's not only so damaging, as a lot of you obviously know, but it's like even if you live their life, like obviously, you know, everyone talks about how a lot of times it's an illusion, whatever. But say you meet someone who, they're big on social media, whatever, very successful, and they're very happy in their life, and you're like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that. Well, you know, say you just get that, and you would still not be happy. And really what it comes down to is because that's their mission, that's what makes them happy. Once you're in that position, you may not be happy because that's not your mission. That's not what lights you up at your deepest core. It looks cool, yeah, it looks fun, looks flashy, whatever. But if it's not, you know, aligned with you and your core values and your mission, you're still not going to be happy. I mean, you might post it, you might look happy, you might have this facade, and then you're like, why does this not feel right? Why am I so tense about this? Stuff like that. And that's actually something I experienced prior to this last year. You know, I had done all these different types of jobs and explored all these things that I met people who were very happy in, and to others it might have looked like I was living this grand life, but deep down I was like, this I don't feel successful, I don't feel full, I don't feel fulfilled, I don't feel happy. So it took really like not looking at everyone else, and I still see people's lives on here that I'm like, oh, that's so cool, and just knowing that I'm building and creating my own life, that's super cool for me, because each of us has different core values and needs, and truly connecting to those and then living in alignment with those is what's going to bring you that fulfillment. Anyways, I'm starved, so I've been out here for about an hour. I'm going to go eat, and I'm going to check out whatever happens with this, and I will be making and posting a video, dropping it tonight. So I look forward to your guys' comments, feedback. Let me know if this made sense to you about state training, or if maybe I should touch on it a little deeper on my YouTube video. Yeah, so you guys rock. This is really awesome that any of you even pay attention to this, because for years I had talked. Oh, I'm going to do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Literally years, many years. And excuse me. And so the fact that I'm doing it now and the overwhelming amount of support that I've actually received from you all, it's awesome. Like, I did not believe in myself as much as I feel like you guys did, and that's so cool to have all of you guys just rally behind me and be like, yeah. Like, first of all, I need to stop talking with my hands. Thank you. One of the women pointed that out. She's like, it's a little distracting. I'm Italian, it happens, which is little. So I take to heart everything you guys share with me. You guys have great advice. I love hearing it. I love your input and just being you and letting me I'm gonna tie my hands behind my back here. Letting me know what resonates with you, what you want to see more of, maybe like what you really don't care about. Not easily offended, and I love your feedback. I appreciate you all, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity. Thank you for joining me on this new journey, and can't wait to share with you guys tonight. Have a great day.